You have a fantastic coffee chat. They shake your hand and say, "Let's keep in touch." You go home, feeling confident. Then a week passes, and your inbox stays completely empty. In the silence, our instinct is to look for flaws in our own value. We rewrite the resume, we second-guess the answers we gave in the meeting, and we wonder if the market has simply moved on without us. This chart shows why those self-doubts are usually misplaced. 80% of opportunities are actually won in the weeks following that first handshake, yet nearly half of all professionals stop reaching out after their very first attempt. This timeline illustrates a process called chronological decay. A lead that starts warm on day 1 slowly freezes by day 30, not because of a lack of talent, but through a predictable series of missed windows and unspoken hesitations. Surviving this silence isn't a matter of luck or charisma. It requires navigating specific psychological traps that occur at fixed points on the calendar. The first trap snaps shut within 48 hours of a meeting: perfectionism paralysis. You sit down to write a thank you note, but you want to craft the exact right sentence. So you wait. You tell yourself you are waiting until you have something deeply insightful to share. In reality, this is procrastination disguised as high standards. Imposter syndrome convinces you that a simple greeting is inadequate, resulting in you sending nothing at all. If you do manage to send that first note, you might fall into the second trap between days 3 and 5, the suffocation strategy. When you don't get an immediate reply, anxiety takes over. You send a panic follow-up, reaching out too fast and too often. This crowds the recipient's inbox and creates friction where there used to be goodwill. The fix for both extremes is structural. You need to give every interaction 3 to 5 business days of breathing room. Your internal clock is running on high adrenaline, treating every quiet hour as a rejection. The employer's clock is moving much slower. Week 1 is simply about pacing your outreach to match their reality. By week 2, that anxiety often flattens into a vague nudge. You type out the phrase, "just checking in." This signals laziness. It pushes your needs to the top of their inbox without offering a single reason for them to care. A successful message delivers value instead of demanding attention. Sharing a recent industry article or a specific insight related to your previous conversation gives the recipient a low-pressure reason to engage. As week 3 approaches, desperation tends to peak. People make a heavy ask, requesting a direct referral or a 30-minute meeting. Asking for high-friction favors from someone who hasn't replied to your last email practically guarantees continued silence. Replace that demand with a micro-commitment. Ask a single, highly specific question that requires only a brief yes or no response. Lowering the barrier to reply removes the dread from their inbox. It proves you understand the value of their time, positioning you as someone who provides help rather than someone looking to extract it. After a month of sparse communication, most professionals adopt a futility mindset. You assume their silence is a polite rejection, and you stop reaching out entirely. Real opportunities rarely materialize after 2 emails. They often emerge between the 6th and 12th touchpoint, long after your competitors have given up. A lack of response almost never means a permanent no. It usually means a project was delayed, a budget was frozen, or the person is simply buried in their own immediate priorities. To capture the opportunity when their schedule finally opens up, you have to deposit value steadily over several months. Spacing out thoughtful check-ins ensures you are the first person they think of when the timing is right. Candidates who secure the best roles don't always hold the most impressive resumes. They consistently operate the most persistent, polite follow-up routines. Managing a dozen relationships over a 6-month period requires flawless memory and perfect discipline. Since humans possess neither, you have to shift the burden to a reliable system. This diagram shows the mechanics of a basic tracking system. It records who you met and what you discussed, and then it automatically flags the exact date for your next touchpoint. Relying on a tracker removes the agonizing guesswork of when to reach out. It turns an anxiety-inducing emotional decision into a simple, data-driven task. When you treat networking as a repeatable process rather than a series of one-off favors, you stop relying on luck. A reliable record ensures that your connections remain active and organized, no matter how much time passes between meetings. To refine your strategy and get expert guidance, visit JobSearch.Community. You'll find coaching from Jeff Altman, along with video courses, books, and guides designed to help you execute these tactics. And if you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to subscribe and share it with someone navigating their own search.